Hi, class of 2016 seniors. It's Miss Matavul, College Advisor. This video is to help you with the Naviance portion of this whole college process. It's for students applying to the CSUs and the UCs and Common App. You've probably already heard quite a bit of it, but just in case you need reminders, it's all right here. So the first thing we're going to have to do obviously is connect to Naviance. This is the Woodside website. At the bottom there is a white bar that says Naviance. You can go ahead and click that, or you can use the web address, which is connection.naviance.com/Woodside. Either way, the goal is to get to this screen, and this is where you log in to Naviance. The first line says email. Just kidding, they don't want email. They want your ID number. So go ahead and in the first box put your ID number, and then for your password, that's going to be your initials and your 6-digit birth date. So you're logged into Naviance, and here's the home page, and the home page is nice simply because on the left hand side it has many links. The 3 application links are Common App and UCs and CSUs, because if we're going to be honest, that's where quite a bit of the work is, and that's where the time and the effort are going to go, is to do a great job with those applications. Naviance is just filling in the other requirements that the college process and the applications need. So let's show you how to do that. Okay, so it's all about the colleges tab, and the list we go to the most is the colleges I'm applying to list. And once we click that, we can see the famous light blue box. Do you care about the light blue box? You should, but only if you are applying on Common App, because the light blue box is all about having your Common App talk to your Naviance, and that is what absolutely needs to happen. How do we make it work? What you're going to do is you are going to put your email address in here, and you are going to click match. And we want it to be successful. We want it to work. So how do we make sure that it's going to be okay? Before you end up entering your email, you want to make sure that that education section in the Common App is done with the green check mark. Remember, we love the green check mark, because it means everything is done and complete in whatever section of Common App it is. So we need it in the education section for this. And we also need the FERPA sign. If you're like, oh no, I forgot what the FERPA is, please don't worry. The FERPA is on Common App. It is in the My Colleges section, and it is under every single school that you have on your list. It is in the middle section. It says FERPA, and what it is a legal document that tells us that it is okay to send your transcript, and your transcript is private, and that's why we need your permission to send it. The FERPA gives us that permission. You are going to say yes, 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 yes. I understand. I waive my rights. And you are then going to sign the FERPA in that 2015 way. The 2015 is not pen and paper. 2015 way is that you are going to just type your name onto the screen under the FERPA, and then you're done. And the FERPA is complete for one school, and it's complete for all schools, because once you do it one time, you have done it for every single school on your list. Now, great, Common App, you're doing it, you're not doing it, either way, it's possible that there are other colleges that you are applying to, and those need to be on your Naviance list as well. So what we do is we go back to the light blue box. We no longer love it as much as we did before, because we are going to go to the bottom on the left hand side and click add to this list. When you click add to this list, you are going to see this screen. The screen is fairly blank. Yours will have in the end, hopefully all of your colleges listed. How do you make that happen? You can't type anything. You are going to click lookup, and you're going to get to this screen. This screen has two options on the left-hand side. It's the search bar. You can type in the name of your college and press go. You are not typing in any Common App colleges. Those are going to be linked, remember, with that light blue box. You can type in any other school other than Common App. Real common ones: Arizona State, University of Arizona. They can all be typed in here, but for California schools, they are on what Naviance calls the college picker. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to put the schools on the list, but to make it official, sure, they've got to be listed there, but then you have to click the yellow button, the Add Colleges button at the bottom. Okay, so now we're going back to the light blue box, at least underneath it we are going there because we're going to request some transcripts, and not every school needs a transcript, but some do. So let me show you how to do that. Bottom of the light blue box, we already went add to this list. Now we are going to request transcripts. You are going to see a screen that looks like this. Again, once you have your college list, you are going to see the names of the schools here, and you are going to request a transcript if you need it. How do you know if you need one? Pretty easy. So if a school is on the Common App, it needs a transcript. It's required. Every single Common App school requires a transcript. The UCs and the CSUs do not require transcripts, at least at first, at least initially. However, the UCs and the CSUs, especially the CSUs, are famous for, after you click submit, for them to email you that, you know what, we said we didn't want a transcript, we actually do. How are you going to know? You gotta check the email. Please do at least 3 times a week. Another thing is that you could check the portals that you are going to set up for each college, because the portals are going to have your to-do list. So UCs and CSUs might want transcripts a bit later. So you're applying to schools that are not on Common App or not the UCs and CSUs. Do they need a transcript? They might. We are going to research that. If you can't find anything on the websites, I can help you. Come on over and ask me. Okay, so we made our college list. That's for every senior applying to four-year college. We requested the transcripts that needed to be requested, and now we're going to think about letters of recommendation. Letters of recommendation are not needed for all students, but many students will need them, and so there's a couple things that have to be done. So first of all, there's the required survey. How do you get to it? You go to the About Me tab, and then you see on the left it says Letter of Rec Survey, and if you click on it, you are going to see something that looks like this. And here there's 7 questions, and when you look at the survey, you're going to see there's really 30 questions, and my guess is that your reaction is going to be like, what the heck? 30 questions? That's a lot of work. I already have a lot of work. Yes, we need you to answer those questions, and here's why. Nobody at Woodside made them up. What happens is the admissions officers will tell us, this is the information we want in the letter. These are the details we want in the letter. And while your counselors and your teachers know you, they don't know you perfectly. So we just make sure we ask so they'll know exactly how to write a meaningful letter, how to write a great letter, and how to write the best letter that can benefit you. Please know that they're going to work really hard on it. But if you really work hard on this survey, you show a lot of effort and you give more than just one-word answers, the better your letter is going to be. Okay, so you did the 30 question survey. Thank you so much if that was necessary. But now you actually have to officially request the letters. The way you do that is you go back to underneath the light blue box. It's actually farther than we've gone before, all the way down to where it says teacher recommendations. That's teacher and counselor recommendations. The counselors don't have a separate list. You'll go ahead and you'll click add cancel requests, and then you'll get to this drop down menu, and on that drop down menu are your teachers and your counselors and counselor, and you're going to select them, and then in this white box I hope that you will say a really lovely thank you, because they are going to work hard to write great letters for you. When somebody's working their tail off for you, you definitely want to give them some gratitude. So use this white box to say thank you. Okay, so just to end the whole letter of rec situation, I just want to be clear about who needs them. Are you a student applying on Common App? You need the letter of rec. Are you a student applying to an EOP program at CSUs or UCs? You need a letter of rec. That means you're going to have to do that survey, just like all the Common App folks are doing. How about scholarships? They require letters of rec. If you think you are going to go along that path, make sure you complete that survey because you're going to need somebody to write you a letter. The second thing to conclude letters of rec is the debate that we get into every year. How many letters of rec do you need? Well, what the Common App insists on is that the counselor for sure writes a letter, and at least one teacher writes a letter. At that point, most of the Common App schools are happy. They're done. There are a few Common App schools, and when I say few, I mean fewer than 5% of the schools that say, yes, counselor, yes, teacher, but actually 2 teachers. So if you're going to a school, or if you're applying to a school that needs 2 teachers, please make sure you are asking both choices. Okay, so you have just put a ton of information on Naviance. You've created your college lists. You've requested transcripts when you need them. If you need a letter of rec, you could have completed the survey and made the official request. Now it is time to put everything that you did on the screen, on Naviance, on paper. And the reason we do that is because sometimes computers are not perfect. So what we did was we created a form. Some people call it an NCR form. Some people call it a triplicate form, where you take all the information that you're putting on Naviance and you're entering it on that paper form, and it's eventually going to go to your counselor and perhaps one copy to your teacher or teachers if necessary. That form is to be completed by every single senior applying to four-year colleges. CSUs, yep. UCs, yep. Common App, yep. Everybody who's applying to four-year colleges gets one of those forms and needs to turn in one of those forms. When? If you are applying to early action or early decision, the forms are due to Woodside on October 9th, and if you are applying just regular decision, which is fine, then the forms are due October 23rd. Okay, so now there's 2 helpful things along with the required triplicate form. One is the green sheet that many of you probably have already seen. Everything I just said is on the green form, and if you're like, man, I cannot listen to that video again, no problem. Everything is written down on the green form, so that can be very helpful. So you read the green form and you diligently watch the video, maybe even twice, and you're like, I still got questions. Please come to the College and Career Center. We're room D9, and I will hopefully be able to answer anything that is on your mind. I am almost always there. If the door is locked, which is possible, you can go ahead and email me, and I will hopefully be able to message you back right away. Here's a visual of all the things that could help you. College and Career Center, room D9. In one hand, we got the green form, and the other hand, we've got the triplicate form. Okay, seniors, you got this. You are going to do a lot of hard work, and that is fine because it is going to benefit you and it will pay off later. So lots of good luck, and I can't wait to see you and help you make your goals a reality. See you soon. Bye-bye.
chest out.